Hello everybody, Roscoe here. Today I'm playing Victoria 3, your favorite game in the world, and I am playing the country of Greece. And I gotta say guys, we're gonna have a very busy video today. We're gonna restore the Greeks to their rightful homeland. We're gonna do the Magali idea. I tried to record this video a few times. It kind of worked out a few times. I mostly died. But that's not important right now. What's important is that we hurry up and we get our stuff set up. I had to do in the basics, have your taxes, yum yum yum, yum yum yum. Build one of these, build some wood, call it a day, and then after that, let's queue up some tools. Wow, amazing. Okay, after that, let's queue up some clothes just to get a little bit of industry going. Walls, I like to change that usually at least. So bam, 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 wham, bam. And then as you can see, we are in a truce with the Ottomans till 1837. So we can't actually do any expanding until then. But you know what we can do? We can improve relations with the Russian Empire. So we're going to offer them a good little something. And we're going to offer, let's see, I would like some guns, Russia. You want to give me? I have to get some influence first. We'll do that after we improve our relations, but it's fine. Anyway, so yeah, for this video, I figure all we would do is just come over here and take back our rightful land. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't mean we have to wait. And the biggest problem I had every time was not the Ottomans, it was Britain. It was every time it was this disgusting country, this horrible country that I despise. They always get in my way. Because they always ally with the Ottoman for some reason. For whatever god-awful reason. So, I'm just going to hope that Britain ends up going and doing something else. Or maybe that they'll like me enough that they'll not help the Ottomans. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. So, anyway. We pretty much just have to hope the Ottomans don't get liked. And if they do, then we have to pretty much restart. So, anyway. Alright, guys. So, as you can see... It's 1837. Our truce with the Ottomans is ended. By this point, unless you know that your game is not going to go well, I think usually by this point you can kind of give an idea. Save your game just to make sure. This is kind of like your setup. This is your setup date. You got all your wood and stuff being built. You got all your hoo-haws and dee-daws ready. You're all good and you're all ready. So after that, yes. Anyway. Theoretically, we could immediately go in on the Ottomans. And I don't think that Britain would be that likely to help them. So let's just test it. Let's test it. So, obviously, Russia would help us. Yeah, sure, we'll declare a rivalry with Pope Sama. Yeah, why not? Anyway, so my problem was always that Britain liked the Ottomans just enough to not help me. But right now, Britain is involved with the Qing. This is a case of getting lucky, nothing more. We can offer the Russians to liberate Bulgaria, and they'll come and help me out. Give it a moment. Wait a second, wait a second. Yep. Usually you want to wait until Britain drops out, and then when Britain finally decides to say, hey, we're not going to help, and there we go, just like that, Britain has left, so now we can do the fun part of saying, hey, I want Macedonia, and what else do I want? I also want Byzantium, and then, you know what, we can add one more, we can add these little islands right here, and just like that, we have acquired a ton of territory. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're going to send our army right there, we're going to put them on the defense. It's the fault of the poor. And then Russia will send their beautiful little army over here to help us out. And then everything is turning up Roscoe. And there we go. We got that law passed. Next, we're going to work on National Guard. So I have faith in the beautiful Russian army. And just in case the Russians don't send enough, you know, you can just keep working. You'll be alright. Oh, by the way, if you want, you just pop enlistment efforts up. Heart of the Sea, sure. You know what? Let's say you're really worried. You know, let's say you're really worried about it. Sorry, I got distracted. Raise the conscripts, and then everything will be okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Because the reality is, the Ottomans, without help, they're not beating the Russians. And now, as you guys know, whenever I play this game, my favorite thing to do is just have the Russians do everything. And they're also going to lose Bulgaria this time, so that's another huge bonus. And we're going to get 90% of our territory back other than this little thing over here called Crete. I hope you guys know. I know this is like lame. It took me like 4 hours last night to even get close to this because this monstrosity right here getting in my way every single time. So the fact that I've actually accomplished this in one go is honestly shocking to me as well. So yeah, but just like that, you can pretty much get all your territory immediately, and then obviously you'll get the Ionian Islands just by following the decision right here. And then yeah, I recommend though not doing anything. Pretty much at this point, the only thing you're gonna want to do is build up your country. That's it. Okay, well here's the Ionian Islands though. And then just like that, we got a little bit more land, reset, and come on over here, subtract, and there we go. Just like that, we have got even more land. We're up to 3 million pops, and we have a lot of our historical territory. By the way, something I forgot to mention, make sure you incorporate some of this territory. I forgot that if you don't have the, you know, nationalism, it doesn't default incorporate. So just make sure that you incorporate it. And yeah, I mean, I gotta admit, I think we're doing pretty hot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is already a good thumbnail for me. I could, honestly, if I just took this is all I need right here, I could end the video. I could end the video right now. I could call it a day right here. Alright guys, so I've decided, now, if you actually have plans on being a great power or something, you know, kind of independent, this is a bad choice. But I don't really care. I'm gonna be honest, I don't, especially because I can always just leave later. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and join the Ruskaya Imperia because this is gonna pretty much always put Russia on my side. And that's kind of what I need, and that's kind of what I want, and also I don't feel like doing it the hard way. Also, I'm hoping, if we get lucky, really lucky, Russia will enact a shared market. And if they do that, that means that I can suck the Russian market dry by selling them cheap Greek goods that they'll love. But before all of that, I'm going to go ahead and set all this to privatize. And then after that, I'm going to go after the Ottomans one more time, and I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. I've set everything to be privatized so we can make all that glorious money. And as you can see, when we come here to Egypt and we ask for a return on the state, as you can see, Russia will be willing to join us, but something I'm going to do that I'm going to wait on, I think I'm going to grab organized sports, and the reason I always go nationalism and then organized sports is because even though it is a huge hit, by the way, on your bureaucracy, I think the 100 prestige you get from this permanently as Greece is insane, because for, I would say at least 90% of the game, at least, guaranteed, you'll be a major power. And that is just, as Greece, that is a huge bonus. I'm building up a navy a little bit because I want to be able to go down to South Africa and maybe eventually over here in Asia and grab some territory. So I'm trying to build up a navy just a little bit. But keep in mind, it is just a little bit. Nothing that crazy. Unfortunately, we are basically offering Russia nothing right now. And I don't really need the guarantee anymore, but we're going to leave it alone because Russia's not going to end it until it runs out. And we will be getting organized sports very shortly. And as soon as we grab that, I'm going to show you the last part of the video that is going to be delicious. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love this. Okay, we have grabbed organized sports. So what you want to do is come over here to your journal, click that, and then voila, just like that, you are automatically a great power. And this is also kind of a benefit for Russia, because look, now Russia's going to get 10 points just for having a great power. And, you know, that great power happens to be Greece, but, you know, good enough. And then after that, I just do whatever you want, you know. I'm going to be honest, I don't know the meta. I mean, I think it's always important to grab railways, but I think after that, I don't really care. You can do whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Alright guys, if you're wondering why I don't play Victoria 3 that much, or why I don't upload often, I guess, it's because my game crashed. It crashes probably 4 times every recording, so, yeah. Alright guys, I'm back in the game after my game crashed, and I made a few errors, and I come to the conclusion that we're not going to be able to grab Crete, at least not with Russia's help. So I think the best bet is to wait until Russia decides to finally get a claim on cars, which will probably be sooner than later. And in the meantime, just build up our industry and just let things be the best they can be. We are getting a bit of a navy going, and I think what I'll do is add about 2 more ships, and we'll go ahead and grab a guy. I don't think it really matters. You know what? This guy is brave, and he also has this. Sure, we'll call it. I like it. And then we'll get 2 Man of Wars, and just like that, we'll have a bit of a navy ready and built. Alright guys, we have gotten the event. We have managed to get it to fire. I don't know how. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't paying attention. But we have got it. We have got the civilizer king of the Hellenes. And I have to admit, this is a pretty overpowered event. We can either get the new Pericles, which is pretty good, you know, pretty nice, and we get the erudite as well as the political orator trait, and we do get rid of the political appointee, which is quite nice. Or we could also get the new Alexander, which I actually like quite a lot, because we get a bonus to our offense and our morale, but we also get an offensive commander as well as a celebrity commander. Now overall, I think this is probably the better one, and that's just because, in my opinion, I mean, you can get Russia to do most of it for you. You don't really need to be, like, unless you want to do it independently, I don't see a reason that you would need a better military. Just, you know, just my opinion. And I think you can roll pretty good ones anyway. I don't think it's that good, and I kind of prefer the bonuses here anyway. So, just like that, our guy is a little bit stronger now. He's an expert political orator and erudite, which I think is amazing, by the way. And he's also a political operator and a romantic... Sorry, expert political operator. I was reading that as... I don't know what I was reading that as. And then we're imperious, and then he's still just like that. He's not that cool. But that's okay, because all's well that ends well. And then here we go, the title of Eastern Rome. I knew it would fire eventually. Byzantine will be restored, and in my opinion, you're definitely going to want about 0 infamy for this, because this is a huge tick up. Now, you can do this, or you cannot. You know, maybe it's too ambitious for you. Luckily, I am that guy, so I don't mind. And anyways, so now we have got that. And once again, guys, if you ever want to test to see, because it's kind of hard to tell, save your game. Pretty simple once you got all that good and going. Return. Will Russia join? They sure will. So just like that, we can get Russia to come and help us out. We can offer them a war goal. And I think what we'll do, actually, is we'll liberate... Who do I want to liberate? Do we want to liberate somebody, or do we want to liberate a subject? I tell you what we'll do. We'll liberate Bulgaria again. They just got knocked out, so we'll bring them back. And then look, we can also bring Sardinia, Piedmont. We'll get Albania free as well. Okay, so just like that, we got some freedom. Then we'll ask for a return on. Well, actually, okay. So after that, wait, because you don't want Britain to join. You want to keep your infamy low. So just let some time tick by till Britain decides to say, all right, I'm not interested anymore. And just like that, Britain is gone, and we'll add a return state on Aegean, as well as Dogia Turkey, and then that's pretty much all of our stuff. And then just like that, we can easily bring up our army, slap them on the front line, somewhere here, raise conscripts, put them on the defense. Russia will handle the rest. We do have to worry about that, but I'm pretty confident in the Russian army. And just like that, we just let Russia go and do their thing. Now, if you're worried about crashing or something like that, like me, my game tends to crash a lot. That's why I save a lot. Save your game again, one more time, and then just let the game play. And then just like that, you pretty much have won. I see a lot of videos on this game, and I have to admit, a lot of these guys are insane at like min-maxing, getting their economy and stuff just right. I like to think I'm pretty good at abusing the AI, you know, just getting them to do things for me. Give it a moment. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, hurry up. Dude, the Ottomans are they just love to be abused. Like, why are they just sitting here? Okay, and just like that. Bam. So now we have a free Albania and a free Bulgaria, and we have also claimed Constantinople, which is quite nice. Now, unfortunately, we are still missing a little bit of territory. Mostly, non-Ottoman territory now. It's part of why I wanted Albania and Bulgaria to be free, because now we can go snag that territory ourselves. We can't throw a rivalry on the Ottomans we can support. So, the next thing I would do, I would definitely check this territory, alright? You're definitely going to have a lot of things wrong with them. So, I would just reset them, check them, make sure they're to your liking, clean it up, and then all's well that ends well. Alright, I've set some stuff up and I've gotten rid of most of our issues that we were having. And I gotta admit, guys, I think we're doing golden. I think things are going terrific for us. We've acquired a lot of land, and keep in mind, it's not even 1850 yet. Actually, it's really only been about 10 years, which for Victoria 3 is not very much, and we have pretty much accomplished the Megali idea. The original main idea, you know, the modern mainland Greek borders. That would just be this, right here. But we managed to acquire a little bit of extra, including Constantinople, as well as a little bit of... I don't remember what this is called. Ionia. That. Yeah, sure. So, and then we only really have a little bit left, mostly just Crete, and then obviously Hudavendigar. And then also we need to grab Macedonia, as well as Albania, and then northern Thrace of Bulgaria. The downside is, I think with Bulgaria, I don't think we'll be able to grab it from them without making Russia mad. Once again, save your game after you've accomplished all of that. And then pretty much, once again, the only thing you're doing is just sitting here and letting your infamy tick down. So, the Ottomans did lose quite a bit of territory there, including Albania. And I don't think anybody would actually protect Albania, but if you're ever worried, because, I mean, once again, these guys, I mean, you know, they cost a lot of infamy to go after them. Well. That may work to Roscoe's favor. Hey man, it's fine. Russia, calm down. Calm down. Don't be so grouchy. So, we are going to want to improve relations with Austria again, though, because we don't want the great powers hating us at all. Definitely not something we want. Definitely going to want to keep them on our good side, but because of Russia and France having a little kerfuffle, it appears as if, though, we can go and snag us in Albania. And we'll go ahead and send our fleet to go deal with the Albanian fleet, and as you can see, they are no match for the Greek onslaught. They wish they were, but they're not. Unfortunately, the Greek army is just too powerful for the Albanians to handle. And just like that, we have acquired us in Albania, and once again, I guess we can try to incorporate it. I don't know how well that will go. Drop that. I don't need their navy. I appreciate it, though. We'll leave the university and the port. We'll leave all this, more or less. Throw a promotion on it. And then look at that. And then we can quickly save our game after we've acquired that territory, because we don't want to have to go back and risk another chance at it. Wait a moment. Ooh, the Turkish are not happy about that. Okay, let's try to get our laws changed. Let's try to get cultural exclusion, which is what I would prefer. And then after that, the only thing we really have left to grab is this land from Bulgaria, which with Russia being busy, the problem would mostly be that our Britain may help, but also our infamy is kind of high. It's pretty high right now. We don't want it to be this high, so I'm gonna take the opportunity to let my infamy tick down a little bit, and then I'll come back and see if I can grab it. Besides, I would prefer to go after the Ottomans first anyway, but I'll be back just in case. Alright guys, I'm gonna show, usually I don't like to unpause my recording unless I know something is going to work out, because otherwise I just get a lot of footage that I don't really need. But I think this war is going to work out for us pretty well, because the Ottomans are currently on a two-front war with the Austrians and Egyptians, and I figured I would grab us Hudavendigar. Well, actually it was Uskup, but I was supposed to grab Hudavendigar as well as Crete, but our infamy is just so high right now, I don't really want to risk it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the risk. So, we actually control the territory we need anyway. So, I'm going to go send our army over here to go fight the Ottomans over here. And then I think we'll be okay. Pretty much as long as we can maintain the territory that we're asking for, everything should work out just fine. We are occupying the Ottoman capital anyway, as is. And yeah, sure, we'll send some money to help out the Dutch. So, we're occupying the territory we need anyway. So, pretty much just sit here and wait. Now, I figured I would grab 2 Sicilies just because there's nothing wrong with having an extra body. Now, the downside to this is that as soon as the Ottomans more or less recover, they're going to come after us. Yep, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. So we're going to let the Greeks, or not the Greeks, the Sicilians handle that side, and we're going to go over here to this side. Now, luckily, the Ottomans are ticking down faster than we are, so everything should be okay. As long as we can maintain this, particularly the capital, I think we'll be okay. So, and I am just using basic line infantry, nothing crazy. The Sicilians are doing quite well against the Ottomans on that front, and then just like that, and voila. And of course, Russia will actually help us, and all they want. Let's see, what do they want? Cyprus, okay, liberate subject. You know what? Here, we'll liberate Serbia. Why not? Bulgaria will join us. Ooh, okay, interesting. So luckily, this is all we need. But I tell you what, just for fun, I think what we may do is we'll snag. Okay, if that wasn't 87 infamy, I would absolutely do that. That is insane. Crazy. But anyways, what I think we will do is maybe grab one more piece of land, being namely Cyprus. Maybe. I don't know. What do they have? I don't know. Do I really want to add this? Why do I want this? You know what? I'll do it for the love of the game. Where is it? Which one? This one. There we go. We have done it. I'm going to go send my army over here to go send the Ottomans packing, and I'll let the Russians deal with the rest. And we'll call it there, and I'll tell you what, maybe we'll liberate another subject. What else do we want to do? Do we want anything else? I'll tell you what, just for the love, I'll humiliate them. Why not? I want the smoke. Bulgaria, you want a war goal? Sure. What do you want? You know what, we'll liberate Wallachia. Sure. Why not? Might as well. And just like that, everything is turning up for Greece. Yeah, pretty much 90% of this game is just abusing the Ottomans. And I am building up my army a little bit. I say a little bit. I'm trying to build at least a pretty good standing army. But it is pretty expensive, and I may stop it. Matter of fact, I might just, yeah, I'll leave it to about that. I'll add about 2 more units and call it there. Because I don't want to spend too much on my army, since I don't really need one at this point. But yeah, we are losing a few battles here and there just because our army is kind of under-equipped and isn't the most experienced. But that's okay because it really doesn't matter. We've pretty much accomplished our goal. The only thing I don't know is I don't know where the Ottoman capital is. It's somewhere. We're occupying it. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere here. And give it a moment. Give it a moment. Any moment now. Sometime today. Maybe. And there we go, just like that. And voila. We've acquired Crete. And we've also acquired Heathen Gatter. Once again, check it out. Don't need that. I don't need more Navy units either. Delete. Pretty easy. Come over here. Do I have anything over here? Nope. All good. So, I also don't really want that construction sector. And then all you gotta do is... And then pretty good, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then let's say you don't care about this. I was doing this mostly to get some assimilation. But, you know, throw on some decrees. Just like that. We're living gold. And I have to admit, we got a pretty fat Greece. The only thing I'm not sure if we're going to even do is go after Bulgaria. What I'll do is I'm going to pause here, and until I know that I can get it, or it's just too late in the game, I'll grab it, and otherwise, yeah. Alright guys, I think I may have just found us our opportunity. So, Russia and Britain are in a little bit of a kerfuffle, and I have not accepted their call to war. Okay, actually, it declined. Okay, it auto-declined. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to save before. I took a save before, so that way, if it didn't work out, I could reload it. But because of their kerfuffle, neither Britain nor Russia will help Bulgaria. I took a save just before this, so I should be okay. And I'm going to wait and see if we can maybe do this while Britain and France are tussling. Oh my gosh, fired. Jeez. Come on, guys. Really? Can we not be doing this right now? Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Sure. Sure. And just like that, we have acquired last bit of territory we need. And just immediately incorporate and also reset. And then now that all that is done, before my game crashes, save. Because my game loves to crash. And then come over here, remove that. Because I don't need it. Everything's good to go. It's been reset. Give it a second, let it play. Come over here to nation formation, click Byzantium, and Rome will rise again. The restoration of the Byzantium, our nation has laid claim to the legacy of Rome. He climbed the old Curia as the sky darkened with storm clouds. The tales of the old patricians said that the senators would climb the Curia and wait for a sign of the gods' favor. He sat, but not for long. Lightning cracked the sky, and the golden eagle landed by the gutter. And he wept. Rome would rise once more. We get a ton of claims, and we get a beautiful purple border. And just like that, guys, by 1866, we have officially formed Rome. Let the Magali. Our ambitious redentionist agenda has been a resounding success. It is the dawn of a new era in Byzantium. The Emperor of Byzantium delivered a speech that will resonate in the hearts of all Byzantine people for generations to come. A nation which, by its fall, enlightened many other nations today, stands up again, and not as before, when it was divided into many small states, but as a united state with its own government, religion, and political existence forever guaranteed by the Constitution. Byzantine will continue to flourish, or Byzantine has earned the respect it deserves. Now, I don't really care which one of these you guys pick. I kind of like the authority and the bureaucracy bonus, as well as the legitimacy bonus, which I think is fantastic. But some people do prefer the legitimacy based on government clout, and notably the prestige. The prestige is pretty nice, but once again, I just think with the 100 prestige you get from that modifier, and also now you're an empire, so you get a little bit more prestige, and you're going to be building up your GDP this whole time. I don't really care for it. I would rather have this. I just love that authority. I use a lot of authority, and I do like the free bureaucracy as well as legitimacy. So I would probably pick this one. And just like that, by 1866, the start of 1866, I'd like to add, you have formed the nation of Byzantium. And we have our cool little flag right here, because you guys know I love to play with Waifu Britannica. And you see, they got a little Roman soldier. Look at how cool that is. Now, a few things that you could do this differently. If you want to make it a little easier on yourself, if you really don't care, you can come over here to your game rules, and you can just drop the AI aggression down to low. You'll still get achievements. Also, I recommend you don't play on Iron Man, but if you want to play on Iron Man, play on Iron Man. I don't think it matters. Bada bing, bada boom. I've shown you something awesome. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment about what nation you want me to play next, and hopefully my game doesn't crash. I'll see you guys later.